Ever seen a Karen lose it over something as simple as a kid being a kid? Or even worse, see a kid behave like a Karen? Brace yourself for the top 10 moments of Karens going head-to-head with kids.
Yeah, and that's fine.
We don't want to have to look down at this mess.
So don't look at the mess.
We live here.
Don't look at the mess.
Up first, this Kevin is on a mission to embarrass a 14-year-old skater in front of his buddies. But this kid isn't having any of it. Kevin tries to act tough, threatening to call the cops and kick him off the property. The skater, though, is cool as a cucumber, not backing down an inch. Kevin's arrogance knows no bounds. He talks big, saying he'll drag the kid by his shirt, but the skater stands tall and tells Kevin to bring it on.
All right, just because you're acting like a big boy in front of these guys that can skate, don't.
Kevin keeps chattering, calling the kid a clown, but the skater's not fazed. He's skating circles around Kevin's insults, showing he's the one with real guts. Throughout the whole ordeal, the skater is calm and simply smiles at Kevin's ridiculous behavior.
I'm a little punk. Says the one who's messing with a 14-year-old, and what are you, 37?
Actually, I'm 40.
While Kevin tries to act like a big shot, the skater shows him who his boss is without raising a sweat. Way to go, kiddo. Kevin's threats fall flat as the skater's confidence shines through, proving he's not one to be messed with.
Now do it in front of these guys, too. Let them film it.
You can do it in front of my...
Excuse me?
You can do it in front of my...
In the end, Kevin looks like a fool, while the skater walks away with his head held high. What kind of a moron calls a child a clown and an idiot? Have to appreciate the kid for standing his ground so calmly.
Yeah, get some
Stop
wheels.
being a little clown.
Oh, and get a bigger...
Well, moving on. These little kids were watering some plants, minding their own business. Their peaceful day was turned upside down by this Karen, who's got something to say.
Here's another Karen insulting my daughter. Coming out here, my daughter's been coming here watering plants.
The father seems to be the one recording the video, and he yells at the Karen for upsetting his young children. His daughters have been tending to the plants for 3 weeks while their owners were away. This Karen has no idea about any of this yet, has the audacity to insult his children. The family was a part of the neighborhood.
You don't know them. You insulting my child. We live in a neighborhood. Karen. Welcome to the internet, Karen.
As the argument intensifies, the kids end up crying loudly. Imagine their shock and pain, having their kind actions met with such cruelty.
Got little girls crying. Welcome to the internet, Karen. The new Karen. Welcome to the neighborhood, Karen.
I need a name.
I've lived here. You don't need a name.
I need
You
an
need to get
address.
away.
Karen's words must have cut deep, leaving the children feeling small and helpless. You have to be made of stone to make little kids cry like that. That's some next-level Karen behavior right there. One can only hope she gets what she deserves. If this wasn't shocking enough for you, wait till you watch the next one. In this dramatic confrontation, stepdad Kevin bursts into the kid's room and accuses him of something he didn't do.
I'm asking you a fucking question because I saw you do it.
The kid, visibly agitated by Kevin's aggressive demeanor, stands his ground with confidence and calls his stepdad out for what he is.
We pay you money? That's how that goes. You're drunk as shit. Shut up.
A drunk. Kevin, clearly intoxicated, tries to intimidate the kid, but the kid remains cool and responds appropriately, refusing to be bullied.
Yeah, try some.
Upstairs.
Go. Don't defend him. Go. Armand's probably already called the cops, dude. Get the fuck out of here. No, it's Sierra, stay there.
Me, you and him.
He knows what's going on and isn't afraid to assert himself, even in the face of Kevin's drunken bluster. Despite Kevin's attempts to assert his authority, the kid stands tall, knowing his worth.
It's you and your fat ass. Go upstairs. Go upstairs.
You wanna know how bad I am,
Go upstairs.
motherfucker?
He confidently brushes off Kevin's threats, knowing they hold no weight. As Kevin continues to rant, the kid maintains his composure. In the end, the kid gets physically attacked by Kevin. The kid seemed to be all too familiar with his stepdad's behavior and attacked him back. This whole ordeal happened on live stream, with good knows how many watching. In this next tense exchange, an elderly Karen confronts kids who were innocently enjoying themselves by climbing a tree. She tries to assert authority over them, but the kids stand their ground, knowing they've done nothing wrong.
It belongs to this street and this neighborhood, and we don't want kids on it.
The kids confidently explain that the tree is not on anyone's property and that they have every right to be there. They calmly refute Karen's claims.
The tree is not on anybody's property.
It is. It's on my friend's property. Right there.
But it's not illegal to be.
Showing maturity beyond their years. Karen, feeling frustrated, insists that the kids get down from the tree, giving her own stupid reasons. The kids, however, remain composed, stating that they're not causing any harm.
Because my great grandpa bought me.
Running on it. Please get down.
We're not jumping around and running on it. We're sitting on it.
As Karen continues to demand answers, the kids maintain their composure, refusing to divulge any personal information. They assert their rights and refuse to be intimidated by Karen's aggressive behavior.
Where do you live? I want to talk to your parents.
I'm not going to tell you where I live.
Then I'll ask them when they come back. You are just a little...
In the end, the kids' confidence and maturity shine through, showing that they're not to be underestimated. Some kids are simply built differently. This rude teen Karen's behavior was beyond outrageous. Despite clear evidence that he had wrecked his own car, he dared to blame someone else.
My car. This was wedged in my tire on one of the turns you took. Dude, are you being serious? I'm being serious.
And then flex his muscles like he was some kind of tough guy. He tried to intimidate the other person, but his attempts were laughable.
Listen. Oh, I promise you it's not a good move. Not a good move. You don't know who I am. Listen, put your hand up. Put your hand up.
Instead of admitting his mistake, he continued to act tough, making absurd threats and trying to provoke a fight. The other person, however, remained calm and tried to reason with him, but the Karen was too busy showing off.
Back the up now. Okay? Oh my. You don't want it. I promise you don't want it. I promise you don't want it, man. Listen, I'm gonna walk away from him.
He kept insisting that he would knock the other person out, but it was clear that he was all talk and no action. The Karen's behavior was immature and ridiculous, and it's a wonder the situation didn't escalate further. In this classroom showdown, Karen, the teacher, is on a mission to lecture a student about respect and obedience. But hold up, the class isn't having any of it.
And wearing this doesn't make you wonderful. Well, let's not go there, but you know what? It says be obedient, doesn't it?
They quickly jump in, calling out Karen for her disrespectful behavior. Karen's attempt to enforce obedience falls flat as the student stands their ground, refusing to be bullied into submission.
Wait, you say trust is...
You are not being obedient. That's all I'm saying.
That's a little crossing.
You are not being obedient by not listening to the teacher. I don't care who it is.
The confrontation heats up when Karen crosses a line by touching the student's cross. This leads to accusations of disrespect and inappropriate behavior. The student remains unfazed, reminding Karen that true judgment lies with a higher authority, not with her. Karen's lesson in obedience backfires as the student turns the tables, teaching Karen a lesson in respect.
I didn't say that. I said
You implied it, and that's not okay. It's never okay to tell someone that they're being a good Christian.
I didn't say that.
Only God can say you're not being obedient.
Check out the next clip. It is going to boil your blood. This Karen's behavior reaches new levels of absurdity as she asserts her authority over a 9-year-old girl.
I do understand.
We've come a long way to get this. We're right here.
I'm sorry, you're not allowed.
We're right here.
Alright, well, I'm about to go do it right there.
We can call the sheriff.
It's not.
You can be right there, coming. I'm about to go right there. Do you want to get hit or not?
The kid seems to have drawn on the ground with chalk, but the Karen calls it vandalism. Karen keeps yelling to the mother of the kid to shut up, but she wasn't having any of it.
They're being quite belligerent.
But we only.
No, it's
You don't
legal,
understand.
Legal ramifications.
No, there's no legal ramifications because
Yes,
there's one more try and then we're out.
She aggressively demands explanations for her actions, showing a complete lack of self-awareness. Her baseless accusations and threats to call the police over innocent drawings on the pavement is proof of her arrogance and lack of empathy, all traits of a classic Karen.
He's gonna go next. He's gonna go next to it.
Right there.
Will you call the sheriff, please? There's someone here threatening to move our vehicles, and they've got a whole film.
Karen's sense of entitlement knows no bounds, making her the worst kind of neighbor. On to the next one. These Karens thought they could get away with dressing up in the most shocking Halloween outfits, but the kids weren't having any of it. Their audacity reached new heights when they showed up dressed as the Ku Klux Klan. The shock and disbelief among the onlookers were palpable as they stood around watching this outrageous turn of events.
Get
However, their shock quickly turned to action as they were forced to remove their offensive costumes. It was a moment that left everyone stunned at the sheer audacity of these Karens, showing that even on Halloween, these Karens better learn the lesson that there are some lines you just don't cross. The next racist Karen brandished a knife and chased kids across the play area, threatening them with physical violence. Can you imagine the audacity? She repeatedly used racial slurs, including the despicable N-word, demonstrating a complete lack of respect and decency. Despite being clearly in the wrong, Karen remained defiant. Insisting on her warped idea of freedom of speech. The kids, however, refused to back down.
My kids! But you got a whole weapon! You sound honest!
Standing up to her bigotry with courage and determination. These kids teach us a valuable lesson that we need to confront and challenge racism wherever it rears its ugly head. Moving on. This Karen's behavior was beyond unacceptable. She fat-shamed a girl, making her cry.
The chubby girl, she's got a dress on that's appropriate. It comes down to about top of her knees.
So you're sitting here calling me fat?
The girl was simply wearing a dress, coming down to about the top of her knees. When confronted about her hurtful comments, Karen denied it, claiming the girl didn't think she was fat.
No, because I f who I am. I'm sorry. No,
You
get the out of my face!
I don't have to. And don't swear at me like that.
I don't give a shit!
But the girl stood her ground, saying she loved who she was. Karen's response was aggressive and disrespectful, swearing and telling the girl not to come back on stage with those shorts.
Don't come back on that stage with those shorts. I'm warning you.
Who are you? Who are you? Who?
Read my name.
I see that!
Despite the girl's attempts to reason with her, Karen continued to be rude and dismissive. The girl, visibly upset, threatened to never come back to the church because of Karen's disrespectful behavior.
But who are you to tell me what I'm supposed to do? No! Get the f out of my face!
Think before they speak next time, Karen. That is the end of this video. Hit like and share this video with your friends. Subscribe to our channel for more videos like these. Thanks for watching. Until next time.